Hello, guys, girls, ladies, berries, and whatnot. It has been several years since my last flute tutorial, but that is because I hate the amount of editing that goes into it. I like playing the flute, but I'm very bad at video stuff. So now my lovely girlfriend is filming this, and she's going to edit all this stuff. Today, in the homage of me having played on stage with OMNIA and the OMNIA Collective in Selp a couple of weeks ago, I'm going to teach you the first song that I've ever learned. It's the song called Sidhenearlahi Set of OMNIA. And we are going to do that in several bits. We're going to start out very slowly with the slow part first, and then in the end we'll do a play-along song of the entire song, probably. I'm going to playing it on a low D Burke whistle, best brand out there. No, I'm not getting sponsored, sadly. Although they did give me a free flute back. But, okay, so this is the original OMNIA tuning. It's a D flute, you can also play it on a high whistle. I've subdivided the song into the slow part and the fast part. And the slow part is also made up of two parts. This is the first part. The fingering chart can be found below, and if you have any other questions, feel free to ask them here or on our Facebook or whatever. The first part of the slow bit. As you see there, I have some additional fancy notes in there. For the slow part, I will be trying to leave them out. It can be a bit hard because it's automated in my hands. Let's do that, same tempo, with the additional notes. Let's do that a bit faster, shall we? Now, just to make sure you never forget, I'm going to be playing them very slow at first and keep raising the tempo. So this is like a tutorial for you to learn this bit. That's the A bit. I hope you got that first bit of the slow part. If not, rinse and repeat. Just keep practicing that, and now we are going to continue with the B part of the slow part of the song, which goes a little bit like this. let's break that down and slow it down. It goes like this. I'll try to keep the fancy notes gone. Let's do that again in about the same tempo with the fancy notes if people are a bit more advanced and want to spice up their Sidhenearlahi Set. Okay, let's do this again, just like the A bit. Start slow, faster and faster every round. Try to keep up. Okay guys, so now to make it a bit more interesting and less lonely and to hear what you're doing it for, I will now be playing along with the original Sidhenearlahi set that you can find on YouTube, playing in my ears so we have the right tempo down and it sounds a bit more fancy. That was the entire slow part, and that's where Steve picks it up and where it gets really tricky. Besides getting the fingering down for this, there's a lot of technique going in there as well, and that is a flute style that's very famous from Jeff Tull and me. I learned that from watching and learning from Steve. And that is generally using your voice as soft as possible while playing the flute. So normally it's just... That's without voice. With voice it goes... So he does that. But that's for another video, possibly, when I can maybe teach you that a bit more. For now, we're focusing on the fingering of this. Generally, this fast bit is quite similar to the slow bit. So if you've got the slow bit down, it will help you a lot with the fast bit. The first thing that happens is him speeding up without using his voice. It generally starts out with the A bit of the slow bit, but faster. It goes like this. And the fucky thing is that you will probably notice when you're trying to play this is Steve is actually very good with his tongue. So, yes, he is actually. Because like the bum 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 ta 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 ta, that's all done with the tongue while playing that. Otherwise you get. And no offense, if you start out playing the whistle, that's probably what you'll sound like, and that's fine. Just try, when you're sitting on the toilet, to try and practice your tonguing. Your girlfriend or your boyfriend will be very grateful as well. So it's a win-win situation. Just go ta 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 ta. Try to do it as fast as possible. And that you can implement in this song. But for now, fingering on me. Tongue later. Let's do this bit slowly. That's not slowly. Okay, it's basically the A piece though. If I do it slowly, you will find out. Let's do that again, shall we? Without the voice, and I'll speed it up. Okay, now faster. Okay, now let's add the voice to make you see that this is actually Sidhenearlahi Set, because it sounds a bit off without the voice. And then we'll go to the B part after. There we go. Let's try to do it slow. That was not slow. Let's try to do it slow. So what I do there is You can also go crazy like that's not what you want to do. You want to go try to keep it down. You don't want your mic when you're in a live situation to pick it up. A very good way to try and get it softer is wear earplugs while you do it, because you hear your voice in your head very loudly when you close your ears or have earplugs in. Let's do the B part of the fast part slowly. So it's another riff that gets loads of tonguing work. The notes aren't hard. There's lots of up and down ladders, but that's something I was struggling with. So it's a good song to be learning if you want to have a playstyle similar to Steve, or me, or Jeff or Chung, or whatever. Okay, let's do that again, slowly. Fingers are hardly moving. It's a lot of okay, but practice it long and hard, and you will be pleased about yourself. Let's speed it up a bit. The B part of the fast part without voice. A thing to help you maybe on the ladder down. That's just this. Bum ba bum ba bum bum ba bum ba bum. And on this last part, on this, if you're having trouble with your tongue, if your tongue's not fast enough, you can try to make that on the E with your fingers out. You sort of cheat. You do the half with your tongue, half with your finger. Okay, let's do this B part, fast part, the B part of the fast part. Let's do it a bit faster even. Let's do it even faster. Let's put the fast part all together, and then after that we'll be playing the entire song with the OMNIA track. For now, fast part with the OMNIA track. So guys, if you have learned this song, the moment is here, we will be playing the entire song together. You, me, and OMNIA. OMNIA. It's a funny running gag that we have with OMNIA. We've changed their name. I'm skipping the hard part, by the way, because it's just long notes, generally E and D. If people want me to play the harp part on the flute, for whatever reason, let me know in the comments below. And I'll teach it to myself and then teach it to you. There we go, the entire song. Good luck, try to keep up. Last note was improv. Okay, guys, I hope you learned a lot. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask them. If you have any other requests for whistle songs that you want to learn, they can be traditional, they can be any song basically, even Ed Sheeran, yeah, I'll do it all, or the Braveheart, or the beautiful My Heart Will Go On record a gig. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. There is a plan of getting more tutorials up here, especially if people ask for them. There's one still up, and that's my very, very old one for King of the Fairies. Check it out here. Does that work?
Maybe, we'll see.
Here. I hope. It would be funny if my girlfriend now put it here.
Yeah,
okay.
Mostly it's always here.
Okay, put it here.
Okay.
Here, this one, here. Beautiful. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Get better, play a lot, and most of all, my wisdom for today, you're never too old to learn an instrument.